Good morning students and friends. Myself Anand Patil, Biology faculty. I hope you all are safe at your home during this lockdown period. So today we are going to start the second unit from biology, that is genetics and evolution. The unit comprises total 3 chapters, that is the fifth one, principles of inheritance and variation, sixth one, that is molecular basis of inheritance, third is evolution. Now the chapter 5th and 6th, that is principles of inheritance and variation and molecular basis of inheritance, comprises these 2 chapters, including they form genetics part. Okay. Now these 2 chapters are very important, that is minimum, that is 8 to 10 questions will be there for your entrance exams, that is medical entrance examinations. Then, so I will try my best to make this chapter easy so that you can understand it easily in detail. Okay. Now, coming to the chapter, that is today we are going to start 6th chapter from that second unit, molecular basis of inheritance. Okay. Here we are going to teach this 6th one apart from that is or instead of 5th one, because after understanding this chapter or concepts, it will be easy to understand the 5th one, and hence today we are going to start the 6th directly. Now coming to the meaning of the chapter, that is molecular basis of inheritance. It means totally, first you have to understand, students, that is meaning of inheritance. Meaning of inheritance nothing but inheritance is, that is transfer of genetic characteristics from one generation to the other, or that is parents to the offsprings. And you know already we are nothing but the descendants of our, that is family generation. Okay, we are getting our characters from, that is parents, and again parents from their parents, like that. That is the inheritance, transfer of, that is genetic information from one generation to the other. That is meaning of inheritance totally. Now here, what is the basis of that inheritance, or what is that cause for the transfer of inheritance? Here molecular basis of inheritance means which is that molecule, okay, which is responsible for the transfer of that characters. So that we are going to study in this chapter. Okay. First you get the meaning of inheritance. It means, that is transfer of genetic information, transfer of genetic information from one generation to the other. Now the same meaning here, one word comes again, heredity. Okay. Heredity is nothing but again transfer of the characters from one generation to the other generation. So here, before we start the concepts in this chapter, just a topic we have to discuss, that is from the 5th chapter which we are going to study after this one. But here the concept we have to discuss, that is scientist Mendel, okay, that is already told, that is there is something which is responsible for character transfer. That is something, in the sense he called those things as the word factor here. And today we know that the factors are nothing but genes. The name today we know, that is genes, and genes are the things which are responsible for transfer of character from one generation to the other. Now genes are nothing but, you can call in short, unit of heredity. What is that? Unit of heredity. Okay, that's one. After that, coming to the next subtopic, that is nucleic acids. Okay. So before studying nucleic acids, here some history behind these discoveries or these molecules we have to discuss in brief. That is one. So scientist first time, that is scientist by name Friedrich Mischer. That is Friedrich Mischer. In year 1869, in year 1869, first time discovered this material or substance you can call, that is from a pus cell. Pus cell, that is the wound damaged part, okay, that is pus cells. From these cells he first time discovered a substance, and that was nothing but nucleic acid, and he called them, or he called that material as nucleon. He called that material as nucleon. Remember that scientist Friedrich Mischer first time discovered nucleic acids, that is in the pus cell, and he called them as nucleon. Okay. Here you have to remember at least the name what he gave to that material. Okay. Here is not so important. That's it. After that, later 20 years, that is 20 years later, scientist Altman. Okay. Here I will write. That is Altman. That is 20 years later, 1889. What he observed? He observed that is acidic nature of these nucleon. Okay, acidic nature of these nucleon, and due to which he named them as nucleic acids. Nucleic acids. We have to concentrate here. Discovery of nucleic acid was done by Friedrich Mischer, but the term that is nucleic acid given by scientist Altman. Okay, that is the difference here. And those material, the name was given by nucleon, that is by Friedrich Mischer. That is the difference. Okay. Discovery ಅಂತಂದಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ that is nucleic acid discovered by Friedrich Mischer, but the term nucleic acid was given by Altman. Like after that, coming to nucleic acids. Now what are nucleic acids? They are nothing but polymers of nucleotides. Polymers of nucleotides. What are nucleotides? We will see it very soon. Okay, what are nucleotides? That is what. So polymers of nucleotides, like that. Now again, nucleic acids are of two types. That is first DNA, and second that is RNA. First DNA, second RNA. Now coming to the DNA, the full form is deoxyribose nucleic acid. Deoxyribose nucleic acid, and RNA is ribose nucleic acid. So that is it. Before going in detail, just we see the topics which are covered in this chapter and which are going to study. Okay, that is one. So DNA, information about DNA, that is structure of DNA, all these things, functions of DNA. Okay. Next, search for genetic material. Now what is genetic material? Again that the material which is responsible for transfer of character from generation to generation. After that, RNA world, that is another type of nucleic acid. And then replication. Replication that takes place in DNA. Replication is nothing but DNA produces its another copy. That is exact copy of itself. That process is called replication. That is again in detail. Now, after that, transcription, genetic code, translation. Concentrate here. Transcription is nothing but the formation of RNA from DNA. Formation of RNA from DNA, that is called transcription, and from that RNA later it is formed, that is protein. Here I will write that is DNA linda RNA agudu, that we call transcription. From this RNA, okay, again there are type, mRNA is going to form, mRNA linda protein agudu. This is called translation. Okay. After that, regulation of gene expression. Regulation of gene expression means how the gene is going to express itself and how it is going to be controlled. That is one, nothing but regulation is control of gene expression. Gene means, remember, Gene nothing but unit of heredity. That is one. Genes are present in the DNA only. That is, genes express themselves and produce the protein, and that protein only gives us the character. Okay, character like we appear like our parents somewhat, or our siblings like. That is the color of our skin, color of our eyes, color of our hair, height, appearance, all these things. That is only depend upon these genes, and those genes produce protein. That process is nothing but translation, and how that is going to control in our body, that is nothing but regulation of gene expression. After that, the topic is Human Genome Project. Okay, again very important from the exam point of view, theory as well as CET or entrance. Okay, all these things. Again, DNA fingerprinting, again important branch. This one, okay, DNA fingerprinting, which is again a very interesting and useful phenomenon. So first we are going to study, that is DNA. So dear students, that is DNA, full form deoxyribose nucleic acid. Deoxyribose nucleic acid. Definition. Okay, what you can define it as? That is the polymer of deoxyribonucleotides. Polymer of deoxyribonucleotide. Now, first remember here, DNA, it is a double-stranded molecule. Double-stranded molecule, and the two strands are arranged spirally to each other. They are arranged spirally with each other. And another important, both of them are anti-parallel to each other. What? Anti-parallel to each other. For example, double-stranded molecule means, suppose this is one strand, this is another strand. This is facing, this is upward, this is facing, that is downward. Like that, these two strands are arranged in an anti-parallel fashion, and they are spirally arranged with each other. That is in the twisted form that we study very soon. Like that. Now, the term DNA was first time given by. Okay, this we will remove, and one by one these topics we have to study in next classes. The term DNA was given by scientist Zacharias. Zacharias or Zacharias, as convenient to you. That is, the term DNA was given by Zacharias. Now, here DNA is acidic in nature. Acidic. And another important point, it is negatively charged. Negatively charged molecule. Actually, it is a biomolecule because it is found in the living system. Living system, totally. Okay. So acidic in nature, and that is a negatively charged molecule. Now, why it is negatively charged? That we will see. Okay, very soon. Now, the term DNA given by Zacharias, and it is acidic in nature, that is negatively charged molecule. After that, coming to structure of DNA. Structure of DNA. Structure nothing but what it is made up of, or chemistry or composition of DNA. Now, first, you know already, come to definition now. That is the polymer of deoxyribonucleotide. Concentrate this word. That is deoxyribonucleotide. Now, what is nucleotide first? Understand this one. That is, nucleotides are nothing but combination of pentose sugar, phosphate, and nitrogen base. This is already mentioned here. Pentose sugar, phosphate group, then nitrogen bases. The combination of these three compounds we collectively call as nucleotides. Now, DNA is polynucleotide strand, means many nucleotides are arranged in a chain fashion, that is one above the other, like that. These are the units. Okay, Okay, structural units of DNA or nucleic acid you can call, that is nucleotides. Now first coming to its composition, pentose sugar, phosphate and nitrogen bases. One by one we see. That is first phosphate. Here it is the phosphate is, that is orthophosphorus like, means H3PO4. H3PO4. And remember, this phosphorus only gives acidic nature to DNA. Important point. Phosphorus only gives acidic nature to DNA, as well as this only gives negative charge on DNA. That is negative charge on DNA. That is PO4 3 minus, like that. Okay. Now listen here. After that, second component, pentose sugar. You know already, that is pentose, hexose. Like hexose means 6 carbon containing sugar. Here pentose is nothing but 5 carbon containing sugar, and that sugar name is ribose. Concentrate here. That is, the sugar name is ribose. Okay. How that is, hexose sugar is like glucose, fructose, like the same here. 5 carbon containing sugar we call pentose, and that is nothing but ribose sugar. Now chemical formula for this ribose sugar is, here I will write, that is C5H10O5. C5H10O5. That is 5 carbons and 10 hydrogen molecules and 5 oxygen molecules are there. Okay, which is represented here again simply, that is pentose sugar. Now after that, nitrogen bases. Nitrogen bases, what are those? Purine and pyrimidine. Purine and pyrimidine. These were first time discovered by, that is, scientist Kossel. Nitrogen bases were first time discovered by scientist, that is Kossel. Okay, again that is the entrance exam, so like important after that. Next, that is again these nitrogen bases are of 2 types, purine, pyrimidine. That is purine and pyrimidine. Okay. Before studying in detail these nitrogen bases, some important facts again we have to see here. Remember, formula for ribose sugar is this one, and we have 2 types of nucleic acids. Both the nucleic acids contain, that is pentose sugar. Now here a structure comes, that is chemical structure for, that is this sugar. Here carbon number 1, second carbon, third carbon, fourth, fifth carbon is outside the ring. Okay. Now after that, that is OH, H, again here H, OH, H and OH, again H and OH. This is fifth carbon is outside the ring. Now listen, this is the formula and this is the structure of ribose sugar. Now we have 2 types of nucleic acids, that is deoxyribose and ribose. What it means, let us see here. This is same structure, a little bit change is there, and that is important one. That is, this is first carbon, second, this is third, this is fourth, and this is again fifth, as this one only. Now here H, OH, that is hydroxyl group, and H, OH, like that. Now this is fifth carbon is outside the ring. Remember here, this is a proper ribose sugar. Ribose sugar, that is 5 carbon and that is C5H10O5. This and 5 oxygen also present here in this structure. But here from the carbon number 2, 1 oxygen is less, and hence we call it as deoxyribose. Are you getting this one? That is pentose sugar, nothing but ribose. This is the normal structure for the ribose sugar, and here having that is 5 carbons and that is 5 oxygen, 10 hydrogens, that is C5H10O5. Like the same here, but only difference is from carbon 2, here one oxygen is removed. That is during the DNA formation. And hence this sugar named as what? D means removal, deoxyribose. That is the main difference. After this, coming to nitrogen bases, purine, pyrimidine, which were discovered by Cossell. Purine. What are purines? These are double ringed heterocyclic structures. That is double ring heterocyclic structures, and then they are of two types. Purines are again two types. Okay, purine definition, that is double ringed heterocyclic structures, and they are again of two types, that is adenine, guanine. That is adenine and guanine. Next, pyrimidine. Next type of nitrogen base is pyrimidine. Okay, pyrimidine definition is single ringed heterocyclic structure. This is double ringed heterocyclic structure. This is single ringed heterocyclic structure. Now pyrimidine are of again three types. That is cytosine, uracil, thymine. Cytosine, uracil, thymine. So like that, how many nitrogen bases are total? 5. That is 2 are purine and 2 are pyrimidine. That is adenine, guanine, which comes under purine, which are double structured, that is double ring structures. And here pyrimidine are of three types, which are single ringed structures like this. Okay, now here coming to structure of adenine. Remember, here we have to study in detail, that is structures, because the whole chapter is based on these things. Okay, this is again it will be helpful for the entrance exams as well. Okay, CET gantu help aage agtadri and NEET serva kuda help agtada, and then it is normally again comes helping for the theory exams also. Now coming to adenine. Remember, adenine structure ಯಾವ ತರ ನೀವು ಈಜಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬಹುದು ಅಂತಂದಾಗ, that is formula for adenine is, that is 6 amino purine. 6 amino purine. First, it is easy. You have to draw this double ring structure. Okay, this is hexagonal ring having 6 carbons. That is each carbon that is having carbon, and then here another ring called, that is imidazole. Imidazole rings. This is hexagonal and this is attached to imidazole ring. Now here remember placement, that is anti-clockwise. You have to provide here number, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is one ring, and double ring radius. Okay, then 7, 8, 9. Now remember what is the structure here? That is character at position first, third, and that is 7 and 9. That is here it is present is nitrogen. Hence we are calling as nitrogen bases. That is the reason. Okay, total nitrogen. And remaining, what is that? Second, fourth, fifth, that is again sixth and eighth. There is a carbon molecule. Carbons are. Okay, remember, this is adenine structure. What is the difference? There is 6 amino means at the 6th position there is an amine group. There is an amine group at the 6th position, and here the double bonds are given to satisfy the valencies. Again here chemistry related, that is to satisfy these valencies we are giving, that is double bond structures again. After that, here remember nitrogen is present at first, third, 7th and 9th position. Okay, which is mentioned here again. Now coming to say, that is guanine. Again easy structure. What is the difference? 2 amino, 6 oxypurine. It means at the second carbon we have amino group. That is it. In adenine there is 6th carbon is having, that is amino group, but in guanine that is second carbon is having, that is amino group, and in place of 6th here what is present? Oxygen. And remember, oxygen have 2 valencies, and hence we are not going to satisfy here. Already having the 4 band, that is bonds 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So here it is satisfied. Here another one same. The position will be same. Remember, in purine there are nitrogen present at 1, 3, 7, 9. That may be adenine, that may be guanine. Nitrogen is present at first, third, seventh, and ninth position. Okay, always. Now coming to pyrimidine type, that is they are single ringed heterocyclic structures. Okay. Now cytosine, okay, abbreviated as C. Okay. Structure of cytosine. Just remember formula. It will be easy to draw these things. Okay. Whenever you know the formula, it will be easy to remember this diagram also. That is 2-oxy 4-aminopyrimidine. Here 2-oxy means that is not 2 molecules of oxygen. Actually, at the second position, that is at the second carbon, what is present? Oxygen. And at the fourth position, that is amino group. 4 amino are okay. At the fourth position, there is NH2, that is amino group. Like the same coming to uracil. Uracil formula 2,4-dioxy pyrimidine. 2,4-dioxy pyrimidine means here at the second position is oxygen and at the fourth position is also oxygen. Okay, second position is occupied by again oxygen and fourth position also occupied by oxygen. Like now coming to thymine. Remember, if you know the structure of uracil, it is very easy to remember the structure of thymine. Okay, remember, it is exactly like uracil. Only one addition will be at the fifth carbon there is a CH2. Sorry, that is CH3. Methyl group. CH3. That is one. Difference in really. If you know the structure of uracil, it is easy to remember the structure of thymine. That is same structure, only changes the fifth position is occupied by CH3, that is methyl group, and hence only thymine equal to 5-methyl uracil. 5-methyl uracil, that is one. The another name for thymine is 5-methyl uracil. Reason is because the diagram is same as that of uracil, but at the fifth position there is methyl group. That is the change. That is one. So these are types of, that is nitrogen bases, which are total 5. Okay. Once I repeat again. Remember, DNA, that is deoxyribose nucleic acid. Full form I will do. Now coming to definition, that is a polymer of deoxyribonucleotide. What is polymer? That is many molecules arranged one above the other or next to each other. That is polymer. Okay. Now here monomers are nothing but nucleotides. In nucleotides in the ballast food, that is it is going to form polymer. Now after that, it is a double stranded structure. I told you like this. Okay, which are again anti-parallel to each other and spirally arranged. Spiral structure you will see. So after that, the term DNA given by that is Zaccharis. DNA is acidic in nature due to what? Phosphate only. DNA have negative charge only due to what? That is again phosphate only. What it is made up of? That is nucleotides. Now what is nucleotide? Here nucleotide. That is what are components of DNA? DNA is made up of, that is nucleotide. Nucleotide you can also consider as structural unit of nucleic acids. Means DNA irbodu, RNA irbodu, adu agidedrindre, that is nucleotides. Now what is nucleotide? Combination of 3 substances like pentose sugar, phosphate, nitrogen base. Here that is pentose sugar, phosphate, nitrogen base. Pentose sugar, this one which is responsible for acidic and that is negative charge to DNA. Pentose sugar, that is we call ribose, 5 carbon containing. This is the structure for deoxyribose, same structure. General structure for ribose is this one. Okay, like that. So again here difference. Ribose is having the normal structure, but in this structure in DNA, the sugar which is present in DNA have one less oxygen molecule. Hence we give the name deoxy. deoxyribose nucleic acid. Whereas RNA we call only ribose nucleic acid. Ribose nucleic acid. Because it have the proper, that is 5 oxygen molecules. When you compare here, only 4 oxygen molecules are less. That is present. That is 1 oxygen molecule is less than RNA. In DNA, that is 1 oxygen molecule is present than RNA. That is at carbon number 2nd. After that, nitrogen bases, purine, pyrimidine. Okay, that is purine are double ringed heterocyclic structures, pyrimidine are single ringed heterocyclic structures. That is purine are of 2 type, adenine, guanine, and then pyrimidine are of 3 types, cytosine, uracil, thymine. Remember, here these are the standard abbreviations of adenine, guanine, cytosine, uracil, thymine. That is AGCUT. These are. Now what is the difference here? In DNA, these two are present. That is adenine, guanine, these both are present. And again, cytosine and thymine, these are present in DNA only. Okay, and uracil is present in RNA. The only difference is adenine, guanine both are present in RNA as well as DNA, and here cytosine and thymine are present in DNA. In place of thymine, okay, RNA ಒಳಗಿರೋದೇನು uracil. Means DNA have 4 nitrogen bases, adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine, and RNA have 4 nitrogen bases like adenine, guanine, cytosine, uracil. Thymine is not in RNA. That is okay. That is the difference. Now after that, observing this structure, adenine and that is guanine are nantara, cytosine structure, this uracil structure, and thymine structure, which we understood just now. Now we know combination of, that is 3 components forms what? Combination of these 3 substances forms what? Nucleotides. Now can you tell definition of nucleotide? That is nothing but a nucleotide is formed by, that is one by one, pentose sugar plus phosphate group plus what? Nitrogen bases. These 3 collectively we call what? Nucleotides. That is nucleotides. Another word come here, nucleoside. Nucleoside. Remember, nucleotide minus phosphate antandaga it will form what? Minus phosphate, or you can call, that is pentose sugar plus nitrogen bases is called nucleoside. When you add phosphate to this one, it will form what? Nucleotide. This one. So same here, a structure is drawn again, that is combination of these 3 is going to form a single nucleotide. That is first here sugar is drawn, that is again same ribose sugar. Okay, here 1 oxygen is less, we are talking about DNA, then deoxyribose sugar. Okay, that is this sugar structure, and here nitrogen base, and this is phosphate group. Now how a nucleotide is going to form? Let us see at the structural level. This is ribose sugar. This carbon is carbon number 1, this one, carbon number 2, carbon number 3, carbon number 4, and carbon number 5. Okay, total 5 carbons are there. After that, at carbon number 1, that is whatever that is H and OH group is there, what happens here? The nitrogen base is always going to join with the carbon number 1 of sugar. That is sugar then carbon number 1 ಐತ್ರಿ, ಅದರ ಜೊತೆನೆ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಬೇಸ್ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗೋದು. That is 9th nitrogen of nitrogen base. For example, here the nitrogen base is adenine. Here the nitrogen base is adenine. Okay, one nucleotide ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ನಾವು. Totally 4 types of nucleotide are there, like in DNA, adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine. So first only one we have to understand, then it will be easy. Now adenine is here, the same structure it is here, just we reversed it. It is the same structure, just we reversed here, because the ninth nitrogen, the nitrogen which is present at ninth, you know already nitrogen is found in which places? That is the first, third, ninth and seventh. Okay, which we wrote here already. This one. The nitrogen which is present at ninth position, okay, will join with this carbon number 1. This carbon number 1. How it is going to form? Remember, OH from here and NH2 then H irtavalla, that is one. So H from here, this area. Okay, just here drawing, and that is one. So OH from sugar, that is carbon number 1 of the ribose sugar, and H from, that is adenine, that is ninth position nitrogen H. H from, that is nitrogen, OH from sugar. They are going to join with each other and liberate a water molecule. H2O molecule is liberated. And by the loss of this one molecule, water molecule, a new bond is going to form here. That OH is gone now here. A bond is going to form now, that is we are calling as N-glycosidic bond. N-glycosidic bond. What is happening here? Sorry. Here, by the loss of, that is OH from sugar and H from this nitrogen, that is ninth number nitrogen, a bond is going to form. That bond we are calling as N-glycosidic bond. Remember here N-glycosidic, what it is? That is N here. All side of the nitrogen is occupied by, that is glyco means sugar. Okay. Here it is carbon, here it is carbon, all this again here also carbon, and such a bond we call N-glycosidic bond. We already learned this one in the first year chapter, that is biomolecule, how a N-glycosidic bond is going to form. That is carbon, nitrogen, carbon, like that. Now coming to these two combinations. Now you know already what forms, that is sugar, that is ribose sugar and the nitrogen base. ಇವೆರಡು ಕೂಡಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, that is nucleoside. That is nucleoside means pentose sugar plus nitrogen base. Our pentose sugar is here, nitrogen base is again here. Simply I am drawing, this is nothing but adenine only. Okay, here replace these bonds, valencies. Okay, same again. This one, okay, the valence is replaced, okay, or satisfied. So by combination of these two, it forms nucleoside. Now what is going to add here? That is important, phosphorus. Okay, phosphorus. Now phosphorus always joins at the 5th carbon. Remember, this is again important. Nitrogen base joins to first carbon of sugar, and phosphate joins to 5th carbon of sugar. That is one 5th carbon is outside ring. I told you already. 5th carbon is outside ring. Okay, that is one. Now to the 5th carbon, a methyl group is attached always. That is this one. Okay, CH3OH, like that. Now after that, here phosphate comes and joins with the 5th carbon. Okay, and what happens here? H from phosphate and OH from what? Carbon number 5. H from phosphate and OH from carbon number 5 eliminates like this. Again a water molecule eliminated, like same here, and again it forms another bond called, remember this is acid and here OH means that is alcoholic group. Whenever acid and alcoholic group joins, there is the bond formation takes place that we call phosphoester bond. The bond formation takes place, that is by the combination of acid and alcohol. There is OH and here there is phosphorus H. That is one. So bond is formed, that is called phosphoester bond, like that. So this is formation of phosphoester bond between sugar and phosphate. And here it completes the formation of one nucleotide. That is phosphate, pentose sugar, nitrogen base. Remember, sugar is considered as backbone of nucleic acid. Backbone of nucleic acid means it is at the center. Okay. On the either side, what is going to attach? On this side, at carbon number of nitrogen base attached, and at the fifth carbon, phosphate group is going to attach. That is it. So why here the charge on DNA is negative again? Here due to phosphate, what happens in phosphate? That is, I wrote here already, that is PO4 3 minus. Phosphate here is going to lose, that is a 3 hydrogen molecules during its bond formation. Okay, remember, you know already I told first here 1 H it is lost already. Like that, when it forms a bond again with the succeeding, means the upper nucleotide. For example, simple. I will make this structure simple. What is nucleotide? Combination of sugar. This is sugar. Okay. And this is what? Nitrogen base, for example, adenine. This structure. And then at the fifth carbon, what is going to join? This is fourth actually, and this is fifth. What is going to join here? Phosphate. Okay. So this is simple structure for nucleotide. And what happens here? Here phosphate already lost one hydrogen. When you join here, that is oxygen is here. A simple structure of that is nucleotide chain. For example, here guanine. Okay. Now, and again here it is fifth carbon, phosphate will join here. Now what happens? There will be a bond at the third carbon OH and again OH of this phosphate. You know already phosphate is having again these two OH. Okay. Now what this OH, that is H from phosphate, OH from phosphate and that is H from this one. Here, this is the second nucleotide. Okay, you know already DNA is a chain or polymer of nucleotide. How it is going to form? Listen. First, we just studied what is nucleotide. Now this nucleotide, how it is going to join another nucleotide? It is going to form a chain. That is, this is another nucleotide. Here it is another nitrogen base at carbon number 1 of the sugar. And here it is another phosphate at carbon number 5 of this sugar. Now, this phosphate, which is from the first nucleotide, it is formed a ester bond here, that is phosphoester bond. It will form, that is another bond with the succeeding nucleotide, means the next upper nucleotide. Like that, how is that one going to form? That is H from phosphate and OH from the sugar. H from phosphate and OH from the third carbon of sugar. And like the same here, another H2O molecule liberates and another phosphoester bond forms. I will write, there is right here, this one. This bond is going to form. Now remember, phosphate is at the center. It is forming a bridge or bond between two nucleotides. It is forming a bond or bridge between, that is a two nucleotide. Okay. And that is called the word phosphodiester. Because first one phosphoester formed, that is between the fifth carbon of this sugar and that is H of this phosphate. And another phosphate phosphoester bond is going to form, that is between third carbon of this sugar and that is H of this phosphate, that is second ester bond formation, that is phosphoester, and hence we call it as phosphodiester. It means totally two nucleotides are joined by, that is one phosphodiester bond. Two nucleotides are joined by one phosphodiester bond. Like this, during bond formation, phosphate loses its all hydrogen molecules, and due to which hydrogen which are positively charged, they are going to lose, and due to which only that is a PO4, that is a 3 negative charge will be there, and hence it will become negative, due to which DNA gets negatively charged. Okay. So here we studied today, that is introduction of the chapter, total overview of these topics which are going to be covered in this chapter, and then coming to nucleic acid discovery, that is by Friedrich Fischer 1869 in the first cell. Okay. And then what are nucleic acid? Polymers of nucleotide. What is nucleotide? We just discussed that is one. And now after that DNA structure, this one deoxyribose nucleic acid is the full form, polymer of that is deoxyribonucleotide. Now why we are calling as deoxy? You know already this one, removed oxygen here. Structure, how it is formed? That is by this combination, same here. Combination is here. That is one. Okay. In the next class, we will study how these nucleotides join, which we discussed in short, how these nucleotides join and form a polynucleotide strand. And remember, on this information or this joining information, only the next topics are depend on this topic only. So listen this today's class carefully, these concepts, okay, so that we will be again able to learn this chapter in detail, and I will try to make it easy for your understandings in detail. Okay. Thank you.